Welcome everyone to today's Explainer. I am absolutely thrilled you're tuning in. Today, we're unpacking a really fascinating shift that is happening right now in senior care operations. We're looking at how AI-powered first response tools are just completely reshaping the inquiry to move-in journey for businesses in this space. I mean, if you're operating a community, you know exactly how critical every single lead is. So let's dive right in and look at the reality of what's actually happening after hours. Let me ask you something, and I want you to really sit with this for a second. Have you ever had a family submit an inquiry to your community at 7 p.m., or maybe 8 p.m., or even on a super quiet Sunday morning? And by the time your admissions director finally followed up the next business day, well, that family had already toured somewhere else? Yeah, it's an incredibly frustrating operational pain point, right? And look, here is the slightly uncomfortable truth of the matter. If you haven't actually noticed this happening in your own community, well, that does not mean it isn't happening. Think about it. Families who have already gone ahead and toured somewhere else, they simply do not call you back to tell you why they went to your competitor. They just don't. You're just left with a lead that goes inexplicably cold. All right, Section 1, the modern inquiry journey. Let's talk about navigating a crisis. Really listen to this quote because this is the reality. They are in pain, and they are looking for the first professional who picks up. When families are making these inquiries, you have to remember they are usually in the middle of a very real, very emotional care crisis. This isn't just casual window shopping. This is an urgent, desperate need for help. And that emotional reality, it completely drives their entire behavior. Because they're in that intense crisis mode, family behavior today operates totally differently. They contact multiple communities simultaneously. It's like throwing darts at a board. They have absolutely zero loyalty to any single listing or brand at this stage, none. They're simply desperate for immediate answers. And whoever is there to guide them first, that's who wins their trust. Which brings us to this absolutely crucial contrast. Responding in 5 minutes versus responding the next morning. Research consistently shows us that conversion rates are dramatically higher when a business can respond to an inquiry within 5 minutes. If you wait until the next morning, well, that family has likely already connected with someone else. Yet somehow, most senior care businesses still have absolutely no system in place for responding to evening and weekend inquiries. Moving right along to Section 2, AI First Response Solutions. Let's look at the 24/7 solution. So, what exactly is this? Well, AI-powered first response tools are systems that activate the literal moment an inquiry arrives, no matter what time of day or night it is. They immediately jump in to begin a warm, professionally crafted conversation with a family way before any human staff member has to intervene. And just to be super clear here, this isn't about setting up some cold, clunky robot. No way. Think of this as an invisible 24/7 assistant that's always awake and always ready to empathize and help families the exact second they reach out. And the workflow is brilliantly seamless. Step 1, the inquiry arrives at, say, 8 p.m. Step 2, the AI instantly starts a supportive conversation. Step 3, it asks all the right qualifying questions and literally schedules a tour directly onto your calendar. Step 4, it hands your admissions director a fully qualified warm lead with all the context attached. All of this happens before your admissions team even walks through the front door the next morning. How amazing is that? Which brings us to Section 3, the cost of missed leads. Let's break down the financial math. Let's start with a baseline reality check. $5,000. For a lot of communities out there, this represents a very typical average monthly rate for a resident. So keep that baseline number right in the front of your mind as we look at the compounding effect of a slow response time. $60,000. Let that sink in. If you are losing just one evening inquiry per month to a faster competitor, just because you didn't have someone to answer that 7 p.m. message, that is $60,000 a year slipping right through the cracks. Just one single lead a month. That is a massive, incredibly expensive operational leak for absolutely any community. Now for some good news in Section 4, the GoHighLevel Summer of AI campaign. So, starting June 1st and running all the way through August 31st of 2026, GoHighLevel is running this massive campaign. Every paid account gets conversation AI, voice AI, and a full suite of AI tools included. And what's really important for us to note is that the June spotlight is conversation AI. This is the exact tool designed specifically for that inbound inquiry problem we've been talking about today. Which brings us to the absolute best part, $0. Yep, because of this summer campaign, the cost of fixing that $60,000 leak right now is absolutely zero through the end of August. You literally get these tools at no additional cost. Finally, Section 5, enhancing the human touch. Let's talk about empowering your team. Because look, a well-designed AI response layer actually empowers your human staff. It provides them with warmer leads that already have the full context attached. It results in more completed tours on the calendar. And most importantly, it gives your team back the time and the energy to have those deep, meaningful conversations that only humans can have with families in crisis. It takes all that rapid response busy work away so your staff can focus on making real connections. If you want to see this in action and finally stop losing those evening leads, you can actually book a call with the Silver Core team or just watch a demo of the Silver system by visiting silvercore.io. Honestly, it's incredibly eye-opening to see these AI first response tools working in real time to capture those inquiries. And before we wrap up today, I want to leave you with one final, kind of provocative thought to ponder until our next explainer. What happens when families start searching for your care type in your city using ChatGPT instead of Google? Are you going to be named in the answer? Are you truly ready for this next wave of AI disruption? The landscape is shifting so fast, and I absolutely cannot wait to dive into AI search results with you next time. Thank you so much for joining me today, and hey, keep looking forward.